our next topic, the NBA, and
Yeah.
there has been some interesting stuff going on in the NBA. Let's start with Kyrie, man. We gotta
Might as well. I mean, he's the most interesting thing right now.
we gotta get in it, man. Like,
I'll say this about Kyrie. Kyrie is a great basketball player. First off, I mean, he's such a good basketball player, but it gets overshadowed by some of the questionable things he does. Was him just leaving the Nets last year? Was that bad? Was it bad look on him? Yes. But that was, I mean, he was trying to work on himself or whatever he said. But he did just leave for what, 12, 14, 16, 20 games?
yeah, just rolled out.
And
Just
so, and then
ghosted.
this year, because I'm pretty sure what the main thing is you have to be vaccinated in New
Yes.
York to play or to play any sport. Is it?
The thing is the NBA is following all the rules for whatever city you're in.
Okay.
So in New York, it's mandatory for you to be vaccinated to basically do anything in the city. I mean, go out to eat, do anything, you have to be vaccinated. You have to provide proof of vaccination. So any players have to follow whatever rules their home city is following. So
Which means, as most people know, is he couldn't play home games if he doesn't get vaccinated. So he basically is saying, "Let's play away games." And I don't think the Nets are particularly happy with him not following that, as get people like KD and James Harden doing that already, been done it. Team players. Is Kyrie not doing that mean that he's not a team player?
I mean, here's what I'm gonna say. Everybody's got their own personal beliefs or opinions, but I personally feel like you should do what's best for the team if you really feel like you're part of that team, right? And if you're making as much money as Kyrie's making, you should probably be getting vaccinated and just go play, or ask for a trade. Because I heard some people talk about, hey, trade him to a city where there's no vaccine requirement, and he can play the home games, and literally the only games he would miss would be games in New York and games in LA. Because those are in Canada, I guess.
Yeah.
But those are the only places that have a vaccine requirement. So, I mean, I feel like he's got it's your own personal decision at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But also, they're paying you a lot of money to play games. And if you say I'm not playing no home games, that's what, half your schedule? That you're not playing?
Yeah.
And then you try to say that you care about winning a championship and want to play. I mean, I just don't even see, like, the fire to want to play anymore in Kyrie, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw it last year, to be honest. I mean, I think he's content with his career. So if he was to say, you know what, I don't want to play basketball anymore, because he doesn't do. I mean, he's rich. He's going to be rich for the rest of his life. His kids are going to be rich. Their kids are going to be rich. He's made a lot of money, shoes. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to play basketball anymore. He says he still wants to play basketball. He says he still wants to play basketball. He doesn't want to retire, and he doesn't want to get traded. That's the main thing. He doesn't want to get traded, but he's not retiring from basketball. If he does get traded, will he retire from basketball? That's a different question. I've seen a lot of people saying trading for Ben Simmons.
Well, I mean, it might be an even trade because Kyrie would only play, half the games until he decided he wanted to go on a sabbatical, and Ben Simmons scores like 10 points a game because he can't score.
How long is the NBA season? 82 games? It's like 82 games. So he would miss 40-ish games?
40 games. And that's not counting every game in L.A.
Yeah, because
and
they play LA.
Any game you play in Toronto.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah. Well,
So, I mean, yeah, it's a personal decision, I guess, but I feel like you got to be following the same rules as everybody else in your city.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your decision, but also it makes you look incredibly selfish, to be honest. I mean, everybody else on your team's doing what they need to do to play.